What's going on, everyone? Welcome back. We are standing in the Odyssey Collection. We are in front of the Heron floor plan. Now, we're here at Verdin and Taylor Morrison, located in North Phoenix. And what do we have here? So we have a three bedroom suites, 3.5 bath with a flex room, formal dining, 2-car garage, 2-car tandem. And this is starting at, well, 3,200 square foot for the price of $1,023,000. Now, this is not one of my favorite floor plans, I'll be honest, but it might be a good fit for somebody. So before I go inside and give you the actual tour, I want to tell you some things about what it's like to live here at Verdin at Taylor Morrison and what it's like to live in the North Phoenix area. Okay, so before we get onto the tour, I want to tell you some facts about Verdin at Taylor Morrison. That is starting off with the fact that they have 5 different collections. They have only 10 models right now, but look, they have over 20 plus floor plans. Honestly, it's a lot and it can be very, very overwhelming. But the good thing is that they have plenty of options, starting at the low 700,000s and going up to $2 million. So no matter where you are in that price point, you're gonna find something that you like, I promise. There's also gonna be a lot of stuff in here that you might not like as well. Now, right now they are on phase 1, phase 2, depending on the collections. They're all moving at a very different pace, are going to be taking their quick move-ins here in the next couple of months. And that's gonna be as close as August, September, October. They're already gonna be moving people in here and they're gonna have their first closings here at the end of summer. Now, they're gonna have over 1,200 homes here when this is all built out, but this is a multi-year project. So don't worry, there's gonna be plenty of opportunity to buy inside of this community. Now, there is a $250 HOA fee, and that includes a community center that is absolutely beautiful. I'm gonna overlay some pictures and some videos so you guys can see what they have here. They have plenty of parks. They have dog parks. They have big ones, small ones. They have a community pool. They have a lap center pool. They have a yoga studio. They have a fitness center. And best of all, they have a ton of pickleball courts. Typically, the build time right now is 6 to 8 months, and some of the incentives that they're running, they're very different from collection to collection, and honestly, they vary a lot. So what I would do is I would contact me if you're interested in a specific floor plan or a specific collection so I can let you know the incentives that they have. But right now, they're doing up to 6% in closing costs and up to $15,000 in options or upgrades. So that's a very basic overview of what's happening at Verdin. Now, I do have a special rebate program for those of you that stay to the end. So make sure that you watch this video to the end because I have a special incentive for you after the tour. Now, to tell you a little bit more about what's happening in North Phoenix area, specifically where we're at. So we're located right on the Sonoran Desert Preserve. And something to note is that there's a lot of state trust land and they're not gonna sell any more of the land here. A lot of that land has already been developed. Verdin, they kind of got the last little bit that's there. So what does that mean? That means that it's good for home appreciation long-term because the land around you, first off, they're not gonna be another 1,200 homes being built here. But at the same time, if you wanna live here, you're gonna have to pay a premium. Now, specifically where we're at, I will say it's in person is where you can really see it. I'll try to do some justice with the drone footage, but you are sitting on top of the mountain. And anywhere you look here, it is true 360 mountain views. And only at night, there's a light up from the city, which is far miles from here. And you can see Happy Valley, you can see True North, you can see any which way direction you look, there is just views up here. I really like it. It's nice and cool, it's fresh, and it is also very peaceful and quiet. So one thing to note is that we are located in between the Loop 303 and Tatum Range. So you're gonna get the best of both worlds. That means that appreciation is gonna happen no matter what. You're 15 minutes one way, 15 minutes the other way. Now, by the Loop 303, you know what there is? There is the new TSMC project, which is over $200 billion investment that is coming right here. That's only a 10-minute drive from you. So again, what is that gonna do? It's gonna continue to drive up home appreciation and home value. If you like hiking, if you like biking, if you like trails, if you like the lake, if you like going up to Sedona, to Flagstaff, this is really good location because look, you're still not that far away from the city. You still are in Phoenix, but you are shorter drive to the things that you might possibly enjoy outdoors. So with that being said, that wraps everything about what it's like to live at Verdin, what it's like to live up here in North Phoenix, and let's get to the tour. Guys, so now here we are on the inside, and first thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna get greeted by this playroom den area for the kids. It's an interesting floor plan, not my favorite, but we'll walk through. So here we've kind of got our guest suite in the front. By the way, these are all suites, but it's really just more about how big each one of them are, right? Like you've got a really big closet compared to some of the other closets we've seen today. And then So we walk back. It's a little dark. It's a lot of wall. And then this one does have a 2-car tandem as well, but we'll get to that later. So this is where we're at. And have another suite. The good thing is that this suite also has a big closet. And then you've got the room, and then you've got your bathroom right here. Look at that cool little guy right there. Bam. And then, bam, bam, bam. Bathroom. And let's go this way. Office, den area. And then we've kind of got our laundry over here. Get a little closer for you guys. Our laundry. Oh, back it up, back it up, back it up, back it up, back it up. And then boom, we've got our nice kitchen. Got our living room, dining room, kitchen. Here's our dining room. Super nice. I love the extra storage, extra space over here. It's definitely an add-on. And then we'll get over there soon. Take you over here. Kind of this little dead end. Massive pantry. Could probably put a bed in there. And then this is our living room. So super nice. Again, I will show you the 2-car tandem here as well at the end. And then we have our master, other primary. So super nice, big, but not massive. I like the size. I think it's a decent size. Definitely the bathroom, great size. Great size. Got the tub, the shower. Got your toilet with some privacy. And we've got another garage here where we need an elevator or stairs or a ladder, something to get up there. So, but that's not bad, right? It's a good problem to have. No such thing as too much closet. Don't ever let anybody tell you that. So, walking over here, we'll go to the outside before we make it to the 2-car tandem. Now this one's I'm not gonna say basic home. Basic might not be the right word, but sure, we'll use basic for now. It's just a lot of square footage, essentially, and obviously you have all the suites, but definitely some other options out here that I find a little bit more intriguing than this one. So here we have our backyard, normal size lot, beautiful mountain right there. Right there. And then we do have a 2-car tandem, so I will cut to that now. Okay, here we are, 2-car tandem. Look at this guy, looks cool. And you can fit your boat and your Jeep the way they have here. Just wanted to show you guys that. And that concludes this part of the tour. Thanks so much for taking a tour. That concludes the tour. Look, there is 10 different models available. So if you watch one of them, be sure to go below because there's a playlist where you can watch all 10 and kind of see which one is the best fit for you. Now, I said that at the end, I did have a special rebate program if you stayed, and that is Derek's rebate program, where you can save up to $10,000 when you use me as your buyer's agent, and that comes to you as a rebate at closing. But if you have a home to sell, I haven't forgotten about you. Ask me about my contingency plan because I can list your home for 1% and you can use the rest of the proceeds to maybe get into a home like this one. So if that's something that interests you, go ahead, click the link below, fill out the form. There's a website that has all of the information that you need, and I will get in contact with you. All of my contact information is below. Don't hesitate to email me, call me, text me. It doesn't matter. I promise I don't bite. Now, with that being said, I am Derek Perez, your local Phoenix Realtor, here for all your real estate needs.